Hello, Metro. This is Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Today, we are going to talk about a local artist happening now. This is his first exhibit. It is open today, lasting throughout the month. It is free to the public, and he's got some pretty cool art that he wants to discuss with us. So now we're going to introduce you to Chris. And Chris, thank you so much for joining us at the Alert Center this afternoon. My goodness, you must just be so excited for this exhibition.
Yes, I'm very excited. I've been planning this for a couple years now, and it's been about 3 years in the works. So, yeah.
Very, very cool. Yeah, and your artwork is just so fun and really, you incorporate nature and you incorporate Legos into your artwork. Can you tell our audience a little bit more about what you do?
Yeah, what I do is I'm an avid Lego collector and photographer, and I just started taking my Legos out into my yard and creating scenes and photographing them, and then it kind of morphed into to getting them to interact with the wildlife in my yard. So for the last 3 years, my goal has been to get the wildlife in my yard to eat food out of a minifigure's hand, and this year I was finally able to capture that.
Yes, and you are successful. So I do have a few of your photographs that I wanted to share with our audience. So let's kind of head over and this will give them the visual here. So how do you set up things like this? I can only imagine. Can you kind of talk us through as I show some of these different images?
Sure. Well, this one in particular, I think I have an idea in my head of what I want to happen. And this one I wanted, to look like Luke was in some sort of a battle, with C-3PO and R2-D2, in the background. So what I do is I set up the Legos to compose the scene, and I leave my camera on the ground because it's macro photography, so your camera has to be really close to the subject. So what I do is I have a remote attached to my camera. I set up the scene, and then in the empty spaces of the scene where I hope an animal shows up, I attract them with bird seed, nuts, things like that. And then I just kind of sit and wait for the animals to come in and eat. It takes a lot of patience. So I just sit there for literally hours and just watch. Whenever I think a shot might be right, I just click the button on my remote trigger and just kind of pray that it turns out.
Gosh, and clearly it did turn out. You have a lot of great photographs there. We just kind of showed our audience a few who are watching right now. So do you have fun doing this? I mean, I know you have to just sit there like you told us for hours, but I mean, when that moment comes and you click that button, is this fun for you?
It is a blast. I started doing this before I was even exhibiting them. I was doing this because I was just being a nerd, having fun in my yard, So yeah, it's a blast. The time flies by because when I'm doing my photography thing, like I'm just so focused on it that nothing else matters, and 8 hours could fly by in no time.
That's really wonderful. And tell us, one of your images actually won Best in Show. Is that one of the images that we just showed our audience, or is this something that they'll be able to see at the exhibit?
It was one that you showed, yeah. It's the one with the dandelions in the background, and like the father's taking a picture of the son trying to feed a sparrow.
Okay.
And yeah, that image did win Best in Show of the 2023 Nebraska Land magazine photo contest.
That is so cool. And just to make sure we're showing the right one, is this the right photo?
Yes, that one, yes.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So anything unique or a fun fact about this one you'd like our viewers to know?
Well, this one, there's actually a lot of setup on this. You can see in the background, these are all taken on my patio where the patio meets my yard. And what I wanted to do, instead of just having a bunch of grass in the background, I went around and I found all the fluffiest dandelions I could find just to kind of decorate the background there. And kind of to give the scene more of a artistic feel and more like real life. You can see in the front there I have kind of some ground cover that I picked up, and I always put that in front of the camera so you can't see the bird seed, because there is a bunch of bird seed on the ground there. But
Gotcha. Okay.
I always try to hide it just to make, just to make it look more photogenic.
Yeah.
Um, it is actually raining in this photo. If you look at it closely, you can see some raindrops falling.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
but
That's
yeah,
great.
this was a very fun photo to do. Yeah.
Yeah, so more to it than meets the eye. I like that. Yeah, a lot of setup with this one. So tell us more. The exhibition is free and it's at Hot Shops and it's open weekdays from 10 to 6 and on weekends from 11 to 5. Will we be seeing a bunch of your artwork there? You're in the main gallery, right?
I'm in the main gallery. It's called the Nicholas Street Gallery. I have 36 works that I've hung up in there. It's a wide range of scenes. Anything from, I've got quite a few of the animal ones. This spring, every spring I've been doing the animal project. And this spring I was very successful. I've gotten a lot of photos, just fun photos. So when you first walk in, you'll mostly see the ones interacting with the animals in my yard. Then I've got some like Lord of the Rings scenes, Star Wars scenes, Harry Potter. I've got some custom scenes like nurses and patients in like the emergency room or the operating room. I've got some Jurassic Park scenes, Michael
Nice.
Jackson.
Okay.
And then I've got a few horror movie scenes in there too,
I like it.
which are pretty fun.
I'm a huge horror fan, so I can't wait to see those. Very cool. All right, awesome. Well, thanks so much and congratulations to you. And my goodness, 8 hours waiting for that perfect shot. I don't think I'd have the patience, but I'm glad you do.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, good. It seems like it. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Chris, for your time and good luck this month. It's open all month, right?
Yes, until the 27th.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks so much again, and we'll be seeing you. Have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Of
Bye.
course. All right, so if you're just joining us at the Alert Center, we were just discussing local art with a local artist. This is his first exhibit. It's at Hot Shops, and it is free and open to the public starting today, happening right now for the entire month. So a good opportunity to really get out there and check out some of his art. So that is very cool. Always a huge fan of art right here, an art lover. So always suggest you check that out, and you might learn something and you might discover maybe you're interested in photography or maybe you have your own take on Lego art. Moving ahead though, we want to take a live look outside, briefly discuss the weather for you. Here's a live look from our Blackstone camera. So we're still fighting those gray skies out there, but today sunny early with increasing cloud cover for the afternoon. We are in the afternoon now. This is from meteorologist Jarrett Lansford. He anticipates today's high will be 78 degrees. Tonight, again, those clouds, partly to mostly cloudy out there, a low of 55. And then, dun 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 dun, stuff the truck. That's Thursday, that is tomorrow, so get ready. Here is the forecast for Thursday as we take a live look from our Southwest First National camera over the glimmering desert dome. So you can see the sunshine does exist. It is out there somewhere. Now the Thursday forecast, mostly cloudy with scattered light showers after 9 in the morning. Chances for scattered storms out there. The important part is non-severe scattered storms. An increase near sunset. So our Stuff the Truck runs from 6 in the morning to 6 at night. So you better head out there, right? Ends at sunset, ends before sunset this time. So no excuses. We want to see you. We want you to help us donate for our community. Non-perishable food items and cash does go a long way. So Jarrett anticipates we should get through this event from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. just in time to avoid more widespread activity out there. So that's good. The high is 75 degrees, so make sure you dress accordingly. Now let's take a live look at 144th and Dodge. Friday, mostly cloudy with spotty thunder showers possible out there, a high of 79 degrees. And so far, from this view anyway, it looks like traffic is flowing smoothly out there in the metro, so that's always a good sign. Now for the latest and greatest, you can always head to our website, firstalert6.com, our digital department, woo woo, always keeping track of breaking news you can find here on our website. And you can check here we do have our Stuff the Truck banners around here, so in case you forget, it's very clearly visible on firstalert6.com. We do have a banner here, air quality alert is in effect, and again, if you want a detailed introduction to our First Alert 6 weather, you can always click on this gray tab on the upper left-hand corner. And our top story right here, Nebraska Senator John Kavanaugh announcing bid for U.S. Congress. So that's a story we're working on right now. And again, you can scroll down for the top headlines, etc. I will use that, or leave that rather, as a web extra for you to peruse at your leisure. In the meantime, just want to say thank you so much for joining us at the Alert Center this afternoon. Don't forget to stay tuned for our 3 p.m. broadcast with Dave Zavolinsky, and head out there, enjoy today. It's supposed to be a nice one. So if you can, maybe head to the pool during your lunch break. Who needs a sandwich? You can lay by the pool in the sunshine, right? Just saying. Anyway, we'll be seeing you at 3. Have a good day.